Welcome back to Conversations Podcast. It's your boy Drew. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about policing, and we're going to talk about a few things as far as like abuse, the stress of the police job for the most part, which is a very stressful job. But also, you have to remember these guys are public servants, which I think a lot of them have forgotten. So I'm going to take you to a little brief clip of exactly what the problem is with policing.
Video from the Miami-Dade County Pretrial Detention Center shows an officer repeatedly striking an inmate inside an elevator. Roughly 11 punches were thrown, several of them landing. Records show Butler was struck by Officer Myth Louise June on March 1st. Photos obtained by NBC6 show the officer with bloody bruises on his knuckles. Officer Louise June was in charge until January of this year, nearly 3 years later. State attorneys tell NBC6 the delay in the misdemeanor charge was due to the officer's prior attorney wanting to investigate the case. Miami-Dade Corrections told NBC6 the arrest stems from an investigation into staff misconduct. And the officer's attorney told us he did not see the video. Last week, he told us his client was acting in self-defense. The officer was relieved of duty with pay. As for the inmate, he is currently in jail on unrelated charges, and his attorney did not want to comment. Video.
This officer claimed self-defense. Okay, absolutely ridiculous. The abuse of power. Now, you have to understand, as a police officer, correctional officer, or whatever, you have a sworn duty. I mean, you actually swear an oath to conduct yourself in a certain manner, okay, and to protect the public. Okay, now, I don't know what this guy did, this inmate did, or whatever, but you clearly see the guy is in a defenseless position. And the officer decided he would abuse his authority by beating on this man. Now, it's unfortunate, but if this guy were to come back and he would do something to this police officer out the street, oh, it would be all kinds of stuff going around. Oh, well, the officer was a great family man and this, that, and other. No, it goes by your integrity. He showed his integrity right there by putting his hands on that man that many times while he was cuffed. Now, if you want to fight somebody, you can do a one-on-one. Well, that's different. But to have someone in a vulnerable position and to just abuse them and use your authority to abuse them is totally wrong. There's no way around it. Now, I started hearing this a lot of stuff a long time ago about you need more black police officers, need more minority police officers, this, that, and other. Disagree. I think what you need is police officers who have integrity. It doesn't matter what color they are. If they have integrity, they're going to do the job, and they're going to do the job fair and impartial. Right now, you're getting a lot of people who are just plain and simply thugs who have no interest in doing the job properly or serving the public. They just want power and the ability to do whatever they want and abuse and get away with it. There's absolutely zero reason it took 3 years for these charges to come up on this particular officer. And then a misdemeanor. Why the hell is that a misdemeanor? You're depraving the man of his civil rights by beating on him while he's cuffed. And that's the definition of cruel and unusual punishment to me. I don't care if it isn't any. Once that man is in those cuffs and he's on his way to that jail or to the cell or whatever, you got no business putting your hands on him. Now, if the guy was fighting, kicking, and doing something to him, to the police officer, well, by all means, sometimes you got to have at it. But that, based on what that was showing, that's nonsense. And only to be charged with a misdemeanor and to get leave and get paid for it. That is exactly what's wrong with police here in America. Exactly. This thing called qualified immunity allows these guys the benefit of the doubt all the time. When in reality, if you look at it, these guys nowadays are brutal. This is turning into a total police state, the country. And everyone out there fears dealing with the police, and it shouldn't be that way. When you get pulled over, you should never fear what may happen to you as a result of the police. But because of the egos that a lot of them have, you should fear because they've turned into no more than, again, road pirates. They're there to collect revenue for the states and for the courts, put you in jail, get money, revenue, their quotas, and even their egos. The fastest way to go to jail is to hurt an officer's feelings. It really is. They don't understand that people have rights as well. And they're not going to always agree with what the citizen says. But just because they don't like what a citizen says does not mean that the citizen doesn't have a right to say it or express themselves. But they're forgetting that. And so are the courts. Courts tend to back them, I bet you 95% of the time. And don't be mistaken to think they won't lie on you, because they will lie in a heartbeat. Now, there's good officers, just like they're good in everything, just like they're bad in everything. But the training needs to be a priority. And one of the things they need to train at is how to deal with the public with etiquette. Police officers should never be standing, cursing at a citizen, going back and forth for that nonsense. Shouldn't be doing that. That should be automatic termination. Because if they feel that they can curse you and then threaten you with their authority of arresting you if you said something back to them, that's definitely not justice. That's not the law enforcement that I want in my community. Now, I don't know what kind of law enforcement you have in your community, but that's not what I want. You need police officers, but you need good police officers, ones who truly have an interest in their communities. That's why I think also that every police officer should be forced, it should be mandated that they police the areas that they live. Shouldn't be staying 40, 50, 60 miles outside of their jurisdiction. They should have to live among the people that they police. They should have a familiarity with the people in their community, and the people should know them. Therefore, abuse is less likely to happen. When that police officer knows, hey, everybody knows where he lives, everyone knows who he is, everyone knows his family, he's going to be more apt to police fairly and not to abuse people. Fear is not a bad thing. It's really not. Sometimes you have to make people fear you as well. Because some people don't understand respect. They only understand fear. And that's the problem. Get policing under control. Better training, better equipment, better people. Screen the people better. You don't need them acting like gangs, rolling up on people. I'm going to say this again. Police, law enforcement, you have no authority over citizens unless the citizen breaks the law. Not your law, laws that are on the book, okay? Not your feelings, but laws, okay? You have no right to put your hands on people just because you feel that you have a badge and you can. That needs to stop. How would you feel if people started doing that to you? Grabbing on your kids, grabbing on your wife, grabbing on you. You'd be ready to immediately arrest them or use lethal force on them. People feel the same way. People are tired of getting violated. They really are. One thing I take pride in is, hey, look, I'm not gonna be out there in the street running around doing dumb stuff. I keep my interaction with police very limited. Dash cams, body cams. I keep these things. You have to. And it's any citizen like that who's not adhering to what I said, something happens, that's on you. Because they make it difficult for you to get certain things. You can do FOIA requests all you want. Sometimes they make it difficult. Sometimes they edit it. It's known facts. It has happened. So I want to know what you guys think. BlackAlertRadio@gmail.com. That's where you can hit me at with your questions, your suggestions, your comments, or just comment on the video. But please subscribe to the video. Like and share the video. I'm your boy Drew. And guess what? I am